guys, I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we are back once again playing Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. In the last episode, we came to the conclusion of part 1 of day 1 in trial. Today, we face the second half of the first day, and we're probably going to have to talk with Mo.
We probably do. I wonder how Von Karma will handle Mo.
Let's find out. Sweetie! You have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And you were there, and while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly, he told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered! I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took off the costume off.
Which means...
He wasn't wearing clothes.
Uh-huh.
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! What a fabulous possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double.
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. I was thinking that. I was like, if you really wanted to frame Max, wear his cloak. Why is it just his hat?
Yeah. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. 29th.
So, you didn't notice the ringmaster grabbing your clothes?
Maybe he was distracted with the mirror.
Maybe.
Now that everyone's back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did you
call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
When West California, born and raised West California, born and raised. Grew up in the schoolyard, spending most of my days. Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Oh, I didn't watch that when I was younger. Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't sure what joke would be best suited for the occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this one? Have you met my proctologist, Mr. Seymour Butts? How about that one? What a couple of clowns went up to no good when they started making trouble in my neighborhood. Your name.
Your name.
I like that movie. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
Lawrence Curls. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into a bar. Without the humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogy self in court.
Really, Phoenix? No comment about that? I thought you'd be happy about that.
I thought he'd be happy about that too.
I know. There's no point I'm not the greatest comedian in the world.
There's no point.
There's no point. I haven't been able to make people laugh in 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, I'm trying. At least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying, and I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is just nerve-wracking. I've decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone! What do you think of me? How am I doing?
That was like a life story thing. Aren't we the ones aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick with the facts of this case.
Really? You don't want to hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you! I can't wait!
Let's just... Oh, I was gonna say, let's...
Poor Gumshoe.
I was gonna say, let's just assign Gumshoe to him.
Yep. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can! I'll talk as long as you want. What you witnessed. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back into my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max conked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If the eyewitness account is to believe, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
What? Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how would you say it, off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin with the cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some sort of contradiction in his testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that you'll have to push this witness too far. If you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court.
Please explain.
Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
Please explain more. I understand, Your Honor. I don't. If you caused this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Great.
Yep.
Okay.
So, what do you want to press?
I don't care about how tired or poopy he was. That's out the window.
That's out the window.
It was the ringmaster, and he was a Max who was wearing his cloak. You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away?
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma.
What?
But now I'm 100% sure that it was Max, the ringmaster, and the ringmaster I saw at night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows to do it. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly, completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify to what he saw, and only what he saw?
Let's see. Max cocked the ringmaster over the head. This is still about Max and the ringmaster, so please continue. You say you saw the ringmaster get conked over the head?
Yes, I did. It was the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non-silicor
Sequitur.
Oh. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
No. You did say you saw the entire thing, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Go. Wasn't that a bit melodramatic? So what would be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Nothing right now. Although that admission was really sketch. You know, that clown didn't exactly make it easy to believe that he did. But you know what? I don't have any evidence. Well, see, right now, I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that. Then this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. Thus, you have to earn yourself a penalty for me.
No, wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time, I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly.
That's right, what he said. Bowed out by the judge. What an honor indeed.
You must penalize Mr. Wright for his display. I think verbal censure would be best.
Huh?
You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There's no room for baseless houndering in this courtroom.
What bullshit! I guess he didn't really bail me out after all. You know, most testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. We just have to pinpoint what's changed. You can do it, Nick. I don't remember what he said yesterday.
Okay, so avoid the statement 6 until we have something to prove. Because otherwise you'll keep getting that penalty.
What bowl? Okay. The only thing I didn't press was 2, I think.
No, there's a lot more. There's 2, 3.
Oh yeah, I didn't press that.
Yeah.
I guess
Press.
I'm just gonna press the 3, starting from the beginning, so I don't have to go backwards. You say that practice wrapped around 10, correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
How exactly am I supposed to take a joke about 10 p.m.? Make a joke about 10 p.m. Now 8 o'clock. That's something a clown can riff off of. Just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke.
Son of a bitch!
Let's... What do you mean, let's not? Don't take a clown.
Come on, Nick. Just listen to this. There's 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Would a witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You're so boring. Okay, I'm gone. I'm gone.
Okay.
I guess this has to do with the crime more, so I'm just gonna press this. You just happened to glance out of the window?
You could say that. You could say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. I kind of want to keep pressing, but at the same time, I don't want to. Because this guy obviously will not handle this seriously. Just do it. Alright. Exactly why did you look out your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday.
Once I took myself into bed, I heard an amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Son of a bitch. I did too. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Yow, yow, yow.
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
This should start turning the tables in our favor.
Alright, well, let's hear about this then.
What was that sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, the court reminds you that the humor is unnecessary.
Dude, I want to take this clown and just smash his face through a window. Because right now I cannot deal with him trying to make a joke out of everything.
Oh, how'd you guess I was gonna make a joke? I guess it's the sound of sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... Oops.
Alright, now 6.
You can number them all you want, but I do not remember what is what.
6.
Don't.
This is it. You're stuck with a weapon. Yeah.
Objection! Will not permit me. What nice penalty? Melodramatic. Do you have a clear? Of course I do now. Apparently. Freaking crap, man. This clown. I want the dummy back. Because at least with the dummy I can get somewhere. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness' very own testimony.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
Yeah, he did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max conked the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed when he said he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he would have seen Max clonk anyone.
Girls, how do you respond with Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns prompted escape from maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No, just stalling for the time while I jog my memory. The A-Team.
Great job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back layers of the crown makeup to find the truth.
Ah, they're like onions. And ogres. Have layers.
Ogres?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it's pretty much happened the way I said.
Which one? You contradicted yourself. Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster already was face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statements.
Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again!
So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant conk the ringmaster. Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Aha! 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 Mr. Curls! Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over when I saw the silhouette next to him. Very well, please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I can even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Bit far away, but the cloaked shadow, but it could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted there, so there was no doubt it was him. The cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I could really see what he was carrying. So I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the crime of the scene.
You took your time realizing that, didn't you? Whatever. This should be enough, right?
It is decisive testimony.
No, it's not. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
Silhouette.
Bit far away. The shadow could have belonged to Max. No doubt, especially we saw the silk hat and the black cloak.
See what he was carrying. Okay. You sure that that's what you saw that night?
Exactly what I said I saw was exactly what I saw. I got eyes like a hawk.
I don't believe you. Don't birds have terrible night vision?
But that's not all I saw.
Okay. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like?
It's perfect 40. I can see like a hawk out my left eye and an eagle out my right eye.
Our record says his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me about my eyesight. Was like not what it actually was.
So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding?
That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they didn't find a murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Mole's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mole saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I gotta do it. Okay, I guess I'll just press what I haven't pressed. I'm just worried if I press that, he's just gonna say the same thing they all say, the damn symbols.
You pressed that one already.
Don't you think that you'll be able, you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being?
I thought you did go back. I thought, okay, never mind.
That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement. Don't you think?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying that one of your photos performer's life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max?
I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this.
But you joke about it.
The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that.
It doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusion this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so certain that you saw Max that night? I pressed that one. I didn't press this. Trail said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone just taken Max's symbol and wore them?
I thought that myself. But I was just looking at the shape of the face I saw. It must be Max. You sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Headlong. That has nothing to do with his head. But I pressed these already. Am I supposed to present this for his 3 famous symbols? Because I noticed that he didn't say anything about the rose. The white roses. Just said the hat and the cloak. And this is the only one that mentions the roses as well. Or it talks about the third one. Sort of. Kind of. It shows the third one. Silk hat, black cloak. But he didn't see the roses. Or he's not commenting about them. This is the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, I can't think of anything else. Let's do this, I guess. Hopefully I'll have a full bar when I come back to court the next day. You see, you saw all of Max's uppity symbols.
I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right?
Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactic has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention 1. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.11 for...
Silent fool, you are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions.
Order! Order!
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. Yes, obviously it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found him near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case?
Yes. Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth, it always seems to peek out at me, then run away. Someone is toying with a court and it's not me. But it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
I'm not doing the voice again.
Okay. How do you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing a snobby three-piece getup? I can't do your voice for him. I also forgot what his voice for him.
It also really sucks.
Yep. Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all three of Max's symbol. However, this witness claimed that there are no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now, what am I supposed to think?
I don't know, Judge.
Tell me, what do you think? One is supposed to be disregarded to, the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated that without a doubt that he saw Maximilian the Alex. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should be doubt lingering in your mind.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike one, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I am 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant.
99.
However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I am going to request a bit more testimony.
Well, what?
If there are no contradictions in the next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance.
The Silhouette, Part 2. And we will continue this in the next episode. Things are getting down to the wire, so we will see you guys then.
Bye.